Hello, I'm Andy Garcia. Americans work hard and play hard. One of our favorite playgrounds is the great outdoors. Finding creative ways to enjoy it is an ever-growing trend, as we're about to discover.
I think the American West draws people because there's still an idealism for the American Western frontier. People discovered Montana because it's almost the size of California and there's only 1 million people. So I think Montana is kind of one of the last big, wide open Western states. I think when people come out west, they start to put their phones away and forget about the hustle and bustle of their jobs in the cities and breathe fresh air and look at wildlife and in a way kind of look back at their childhood when they would just go outside and play. And the West is kind of a big playground for people. I think there's a yearning, particularly for people in the cities, to get fresh air, wide open spaces. They tend to decouple from the stresses of everyday life. Adults really have a little kid in them. When I was 10 years old, I had a dream of getting a ranch. I looked for 20 years, from 33 to 53, when I finally bought the ranch at Rock Creek. First, it was a private ranch just for my family and my friends. It really gives me a lot of joy to see people sharing what I love. We opened it to the public in 2010, and so I said, you know, I'm gonna have a ranch that has 35 activities. So adults can go out and play. Horseback riding and shooting and ropes course and archery and bike riding and a cowboy bowling alley and a movie theater. The idea of going to a resort and having a drink under an umbrella at the pool was not a great vacation. It wasn't very experiential. The ranch at Rock Creek is the first truly fully inclusive resort in America. And the reason was, in my many years of travels, I can't tell you how many arguments at the front desk I saw where someone said, "Can't believe you're charging that much for long distance. I didn't drink this much. I can't believe you're charging me for the chuck wagon ride for all my kids." And I realized people don't like being nickeled and dimed. Once they get here, everything's included. The minibar, the tipping, the taxes, the activities, all the food, all the wine.
They really try to match the expectations of what each personal, individualized guest is expecting when they come here. So we build custom itineraries. When they get picked up at the airport, they're picked up by one of our drivers, and that transportation is included. It's an hour-and-a-half drive here through beautiful Montana country along a couple different rivers and creeks. And they get on property, they get a drink, they get shown to their accommodation, and then jump into activities or our dining program pretty quickly.
We've created a dining program that is 7 days a week, 7 different experiences based on historical context to how people fed themselves in Western Montana. Historically on a ranch, the cuisine was rooted in the landscape, both in your own property, your own ranch, but also in the community that surrounded you. Our role is to show Montana off. They're here for an experience. If they're gonna get that experience through fishing, through hiking, through riding a horse, they also need to laminate that experience through food and cuisine. Techniques are simple, our presentations are simple. We let this food speak, we let the flavors speak for what they are. And that helps create this sense of place for our guests.
One of our ranch core values is aim for authenticity, and we try to have activities be synonymous with what you would find here in Montana. We have 70 plus horses to go on multiple trails. We have 10 square miles, roughly around 6,600 acres of property to go out and explore on one of the best ATV vehicles ever made, which is a horse. We have 4.5 miles of blue ribbon trout stream that goes through our property. Rock Creek boasts 1,500 to 2,000 fish per river mile with 6 species of trout in there. So it makes fly fishing, or if you've never fly fished, very easy to get into. Year-round, we have 40 activities if you include all the seasonal activities. And Montana gives us a great backdrop. I think it's important for everyone of all ages to unplug because so many people are plugged in today. Getting out to Montana is a great place. Just release a lot of that pent-up city energy, get the endorphins going, have a moment to connect with family, loved ones, and just hone in on nature.
In 2012, Relais Chateau found us, so we became the first 5-star property in Montana, and we became the first Forbes 5-star dude ranch in the world. And every year we've got more and more people from all around the world. I'm in the process of turning the ranch into a conservation easement, so it can never be developed more than now. Our mission brings out the child in everybody. People come up to me and say, it's like I went to camp when I was 15. It reminds us of our childhood. There's lots of family reunions here. It's a very magical that people feel like it's a home. It makes people feel very happy here.
We're glad you can join us today. I'm Andy Garcia. See you next time.